Hey, good morning, church. Hope you guys are having a great morning so far. So, yeah, we're starting through the book of Psalms, and today we're into Psalm 108. Now, Psalm 108 is relatively short, it's only 13 verses, but, there's a lot here to unpack, but really, I want to focus on one main idea, right? So, the main idea for me comes in the first, five words of the Psalm. So, if we want to jump on in, verse 1 says, "My heart is confident, God. I will sing praises with the whole of my being." So verse 1 right there, I believe, is the whole theme and whole idea of this entire psalm, right? So my heart is confident, God. I will sing praises with the whole of my being. Starting off, being confident. It's not. You notice there that he's specifying his heart is confident. Everything begins in the heart. All of our emotion, everything, all our relationship with God really comes from the heart. And being confident is being confident. Being confident with your heart is being confident with all of your being. And what is he being confident in right here? He's being confident in God, right? So the title of this one is A Plea for Victory. And as we read through this, we'll see that whatever's going on right here at this moment, they need help. They're going to war. They need help from God. And starting off, my heart is confident in God that even though we're in the middle of this literal battle, we're about to go to war, I'm confident in you, God. I will sing praises with all of my being. Going back to the heart thing, heart is confident in God. Well, singing praises with the whole of my being begins right here in our heart and in our minds, right? So we keep on going. You read through the rest of a little bit more of the verses is talking more about singing praises to God, right? And then verse 7, God has spoken in his sanctuary. I will triumph. I will divide up Shechem. I will portion the valley of Succoth. So starting with, the first part of verse 7, God has spoken in his sanctuary. So obviously when God speaks, it's important, right? But not only is God speaking right here, God is giving this promise, I will triumph. So no matter what's going to happen, no matter how this war turns out, how many people lose on both sides, God will triumph, right? So going back to the idea of being confident in God, no matter what's going to happen, God's going to win, right? There's no way ever that God loses, right? And so God will triumph. And the way that, we're confident in God and we think we know we're going to triumph because we're walking with God, right? So being confident in the heart and praising God with your whole being, knowing that God will win, well, why would you try and go against God, right? So, we keep on going to verse 10. Who will bring me to the fortified city? Who will lead me to Edom? Right? So in your daily life, we're being confident in God, right? We're starting in our heart is confident in God. We will triumph because we're walking with God. Who will bring me to the fortified city? What in your life is your fortified city? We have all these trials, we have all these things that go on in our lives throughout the day, right? Well, our fortified city is something that is a big struggle for us, something that we struggle with. Maybe it's a coworker, maybe it's your job in general, maybe it's something in your life that you personally struggle with. A fortified city, it's not easy thing to get over and get past and to take down, right? Maybe it's a sin in your life. Whatever it is heavily fortified. It is hard to get through, right? But right here, we're confident in God. Going into verse 13, the very last verse, with God we will perform valiantly. He will trample our foes. So as you go through today, I want you guys to really think about, what is your fortified city? What is that one thing that you just can't get past, but you keep fighting, you keep hanging on to because you think you can do it, but your heart needs to be confident in God because God will trample all our foes. So hope you guys have a great rest of your day. God bless.